Hello everyone and welcome back to Rocky Ridge Auto. Today I'll be showing you all about this 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee L Limited 4x4. This third row SUV is perfect for family as well as it is loaded with features to keep you safe and as well as others around you. So let's go ahead and check out the features and everything this Grand Cherokee has to offer. So if we go ahead and hop in and take a look up on the instrumental panel, you can see that this Grand Cherokee has 35,000 miles. And then if we take a look over to the right, you have your center screen and stereo controls, as well as your climate, navigation, and vehicle. It is a touchscreen display, so you do have all your settings down here. You can go ahead and go into media, and for sources, you have your regular FM and AM radio, as well as Sirius XM, Bluetooth audio with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can go ahead and easily connect a device for your navigation, music, and even hands-free calling. You of course have your volume and tune manual controls down below, as well as you can adjust it up on the screen. If you go back into home and then we can go ahead into comfort, you can see your climate controls for both the front and rear. You have heated seats as well as a heated steering wheel up front, as well as you do have heated seats in the back. But overall, you can go ahead and adjust the temperature and everything like that up on the screen, as well as down below here. You can go ahead and unlock and lock the rear temperature, so you can go ahead and adjust if the people in the back are able to adjust the rear temperature. You can go ahead and have it all like that, as well as you can have it sync to the driver. Overall, a great feature, and we can get into the rear climate controls a little bit later. Now for your vehicle, you actually have a fan cam. So you can go ahead and see if the kids back there are behaving. You go ahead and point to different seats and have adjustments to the camera. It's a nice feature for kids and everything like that. Just overall gives you more control of what they're doing. But with that, you also have other apps, including your device manager, Bluetooth, as well as your comfort and phone area. Go ahead and adjust your navigation as well as everything with the vehicle. If we go ahead and go into navigation, you can see what your maps looks like. You also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can use Apple or Google Maps, but with built into the vehicle, you do have navigation. Now for the screen, when in reverse, you do have a backup camera with parking assist, as well as a hitch view for when you're backing up with a possible trailer. Now next to it, you have your engine start-stop button that you can use your key fob for. Your key fob also has remote start as well as trunk release. But overall, a great feature, as well as you can go ahead and keep it in your purse or pocket and still start your engine that way. We can go ahead and put it away, and underneath here is all of your manual controls for your climate and stereo. Up above here you have your automatic on and off, as well as your lane keep, traction control on and off, as well as hazard lights, and even your parking sensors on and off. So up on the screen, it will let you know if these things are on or off. And then underneath here, you have your charging ports. So you have an area for your aux, as well as 2 USBs and USB-Cs, as well as a regular car charging port. You have some storage underneath, but overall a great area for charging your devices. Then of course you have your gear shift, and then you have your drive modes. So of course you have your sand and mud, auto, as well as snow and sport. It will show up on the screen to let you know which drive mode you are in. So you can go ahead and put it back to auto, as that is the one that you would probably drive the most in. Then you have your cup holders, which I put the key fob in, but also back here you have your center console that is 2-tiered for storage. You have a little storage on top, as well as a lot of storage underneath. Nice and comfy armrest as well. And then a main feature for this Grand Cherokee is the panoramic sunroof. So you can go ahead and open up the covering over top of the sunroof, open up halfway, or you can either open it up all the way. And then you can have access to the actual sunroof, which you can go ahead and either vent or open up all the way. Nice and convenient and very likable for a nice breeze or sunlight to come into the vehicle. Then if you don't even want it open, you can go ahead and close the divider and act like it's not even there. Then if we go ahead and take a look at the steering wheel, on the right hand side you have your cruise control settings, which you also have adaptive cruise control, and you can go ahead and adjust the sensors for how close or how far you want to be. Then for behind the wheel you have your volume controls as well as adjustments for the stations. Behind the wheel you have your plus and minus for your paddle shifters, when you can go ahead and adjust it into sports mode. Gives you that auto manual mode. Now for the left hand side you have your instrumental panel settings, so you can go ahead and adjust for your fuel life, drive modes, stations, everything like that. As well as you also can have it open up for a different cluster as well as hands-free calling and voice commands. But for the cluster you can go ahead and see more areas at once. Behind the wheel on the side you have your station control, so you can go ahead and adjust the radio stations that you're listening to. Over here you have your exterior and interior lighting settings, so you can go ahead and adjust what your exterior lights are at and your interior lighting settings are at. As well as down below you have your parking brake. On your door panel you have of course your lock and unlock, as well as your child lock, window controls, as well as mirror controls. So you can go ahead and easily adjust your mirrors, as well as you do have memory seats with multiple drivers. The interior of this Grand Cherokee is a black leather that is also automatic for both the left and right side, as well as super comfortable to sit in. Your door panel and around the car has a wood finish, and here is your memory seats. But let's go ahead and check out the back seats. If we go ahead and hop in and check out the back of the center console, you have of course your climate controls, a digital temperature where you can go ahead and adjust the temperatures, as well as you do have heated seats for both the left and right hand side. These captain seats are very comfortable, and with the heated seats it's an added feature. You of course have your adjustable vents as well as charging ports. Down below you have some storage as well as cup holders. The back of the seats have of course a netting for some storage, as well as you do have access to the third row seats with this handle. So you can either fold down the back of the seat and have access to the third row, as well as they do have charging ports and cup holders. Or you can even put it back up and have access to the third row by just pulling up this handle. It makes for a lifted area, so you can go ahead and easily step up into the third row. Then you can go ahead and put it back down, and down below here is where you have your bar adjustment, where you can go ahead and move the seat back and forth. But overall, a roomy experience, as well as you do have lock and unlock on your door panel back here. Nice wood finish, as well as let's go ahead and check out the trunk area. We go ahead and press the button once, it will automatically open up the trunk for you. Back here with the third row up, you still have a lot of cargo space, as well as you do have a charging port, as well as if we go ahead and put down the third row seat, you have even more storage. It's nice and easy, and you can see that I'm putting down the third row seat with just one hand. But when you don't have more passengers, you have plenty of cargo space, as well as you do have access to the cup holders, air vents, and everything like that, as well as you can see all the way up to the front. There on the left hand side is where you can go ahead and press to close the trunk, but we can go ahead and check out the storage right underneath. So you do have access to that with the third row up, as well as you do have access to your spare tire. Then when you do have more passengers, you can go ahead and easily put up the third row seats. And like again, I am putting and doing it with one hand, so it's easy to do, lightweight, and overall fairly simple. But I think that's all for back here, so we can go ahead and press that button and close it. To set a different height for the trunk, you can go ahead and hold it in and have whatever height you want for how it opens up. But with that, I think is all I have for this 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee L Limited. If you have any questions, you can feel free to text or call 717-733-8985, or you can always stop in for a visit. We'd love to talk about it. Take it for a test drive. See if you like it. But thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.